All right, good morning, uh, Lady Eagle tennis players and parents. This is just real quick. Instead of having a organized parent meeting, which they are discouraging us to do, just with the new COVID issues that are in local areas and so on and so forth. So, since we have 77 players on our team and in our program this year, which we are very excited about, I'm just going to send out a video, and then hopefully all players and parents can watch it, with just some important information. So for the first 2 weeks of season, have been great. We have a great group of players, fun to work with. It's just been great. So we just say, first of all, thank you on behalf of the coaching staff for just bearing with us with some weather issues in the first 2 weeks, especially with the heat. I know maybe a rain issue as well, and I know that this week, our third week, is going to be there's going to be more heat issues. It's a pretty hot week, so we just want to make sure that we protect our players, keep them safe, as it can get pretty hot on the court. So thank you for that. My name is Doug Davis. I'm the head coach of the Lady Eagle tennis program here at Liberty North. I've been here since the school began in 2010. And before that, starting in 2000, I was the head coach at Liberty High School. So 2000 to 2010, and then now 2010 on here. So this is my 28th year of teaching. And then I also have a great coaching staff with me. So my JV assistant will be Zach Osborne, who also coaches the boys. Our C team head coach is Heather Anderson. And then our C team assistant is Miss Chloe Bentley. So Chloe just actually graduated and played on the Lady Eagle tennis team. She was actually converted from volleyball. So I think she started as a sophomore, and then her junior and senior year played varsity and all district player, but just a great young lady. And she actually coached this summer. So her and also Lily Reeder were on our coaching staff this summer and helped us with our camp and our summer programs. Lily has gone off to KU. She's going to study to be a doctor. So we'll miss her, but we get to keep Miss Bentley and Coach Bentley. So that's awesome. We love that. So that's our coaching staff. So we have 4 coaches, and each is assigned to a different level, as I said. And then we have our C team, or a novice level, which is about 48 players, and that's divided into 2 groups, which I'll talk about. So we went back in 2018. We had the same format that we're going to use this year with our teams, which basically is that we're going to have 3 competition teams. So we're going to have the varsity, the JV, and then we're going to have our Navy group, which will be our top 12 C team or novice players. Okay. And those are going to be the groups that compete the most throughout the season. And right now that is numbers 1 to 32 in rank. Then everybody after that will be with Coach Bentley. Okay. So I will have the varsity, Coach Osborne will have the JV, and then Coach Anderson will have the Navy group. Coach Bentley will have the gold group, which is about 40 players at this point, a little bit over 40 players. And they're going to be what we call our developmental group. And they're going to have a shortened practice schedule throughout the season. And they're also going to have a shortened match schedule. So what we're going to have for that group is basically 4 playing opportunities. We're going to have what we call our C team extravaganza. We have 2 of those. We have one at the beginning of the year and then one at the end of the year. And that's just an inter-squad scrimmage for parents to come out and watch, and just to see how much the players have improved from the beginning to the end. Again, they're learning a lot. So these are our group of players that aren't ready yet to be on the court, and maybe aren't ready to compete yet at a competition level. But we will also get them a tournament and a match. Okay. So, but they'll be, the main goal of that group is developmental. Now, I will tell you, for the first time in our program, we actually have a C team player, a player who started out on the C team, starting varsity. So she'll be playing singles and doubles. So we're very excited about that. But also we have several C team players that are playing, that will probably see some varsity time this year. So, we don't want you to think that C team program or level never turns into anything, because this year we're really seeing the fruits from that, starting with that 2018 group. So we're very, very excited about that and see those players develop. Obviously, we have a special heart for the players that develop in our program. And really, that's kind of what we've been since we've been at Liberty North High School. I think we're considered more of a developmental program. So Most of the time we're getting players, and players just have to develop and learn the game and learn the skills in our program. And then generally 2 years they spend doing that. And then hopefully by their junior and senior year, they're, competing for a varsity spot. So let me go over some communication items for you. So we have several media outlets that we use to communicate information. And it's important to know kind of the different ones. First one is we do have a team GroupMe that's just supposed to be just for the players. I think that's the high school Liberty School District policy. And that's just basic communication about logistics in the team. And most honestly, I think parents, you don't want to be involved in that either, because it can get pretty sometimes crazy when you're communicating with high schoolers. But yeah, so every player should be on the GroupMe. We also use Twitter, okay, and that is at LN Eagle Tennis. And so we will put a lot of stuff out there, and that'll be kind of my immediate blast communications for the community and for parents. So those are kind of our two first go-to. The best and quickest way to get information to our players is through GroupMe, and the best, quickest way to get it to our parents and our families is through Twitter. Okay, so if we have a match cancellation or something changes, we're going to communicate it probably first via those two outlets. Definitely GroupMe first. Everything goes to the players first, and then they can communicate to the families and so on and so forth. We also have a website, which is through the Liberty North Athletic website, so lneaglepride.com. And then if you go to women's sports and click on tennis, it'll take you to our homepage. A couple of things here that I really want to point out and make sure that you kind of at least look at and know where they are. If right on that main web page, if you go to calendar and click calendar, you actually have access to our Google Calendar, which will be updated. And so that basically just looks at and maps out our whole week, what we have, matches, practice time, all the different teams, so on and so forth. So we've kind of pounded that into the students' head and the players' heads to go to that for immediate information and kind of figure out the schedule. Also, if you go to the More tab and you go down to updated schedule, down there is kind of where I have control over the updated schedule. It's very likely that during the season we'll have a rain out, we'll have a match move, we'll have something that we'll have to update. That's really hard to do on the main page and the main schedule that's there. We have to contact our sidearm teacher, which is Coach Braden, and get him to do that. And he does a great job, but it's not going to be as immediate. He has his own team that he's coaching this fall. So immediate stuff. So that's actually the most immediate updated copy of our schedule. So if anything has changed, I've got the varsity and JV there. And then if you scroll down the second page, the Navy and Gold schedule is there as well. So those are two very important places to hit on the website. And then obviously we have our roster on there, updated, and so on and so forth. So need to hit that. And then actually, lastly, we have our YouTube channel, which is where this will be posted. So we have a Lady Eagle Tennis YouTube channel. And we'll put out videos there. We do all our intro to our senior videos. We'll put out highlight videos and so on and so forth. This video will be on there as well. So GroupMe, Twitter, our website, and YouTube are kind of our main media outlets. Also on the website, if you click on the More tab and you go Team Info and Rules, I'm not going to read those or go over those. Please feel free to go to the website and view those and view that. If you want to look at our rules and kind of how we run our program, it's all there. If we have to deal with an issue there or encounter an issue there, we'll tell players to make sure that they go and view that as well. Most of the players know us. They've been with us through the summer program. I mean, we've been working on this season and starting this season actually back in June with our camp. And then we've had preseason practices twice a week throughout the summer. So we've had our finger on these kids and they've been working with us. So there's probably not very many surprises, mainly for the freshman parents. But if you want to check that out, you can. Okay. Also, our contact information is on the website. Again, Doug Davis, you can email me through the district. Same thing with Coach Anderson and Coach Osborne. We all work for the district. Coach Anderson and I are actually in Liberty North. We're in the building, which is important. And Coach Osborne is at the academy. And then Coach Bentley is going to school at Maple Woods in the morning. And then she'll be coaching for us in the afternoon. But we have her website as well, or her email address as well. Okay. So again, I just want to say welcome. It's been a fantastic first 2 weeks. The girls have worked hard. Yeah, they've been following the schedule really well. This week, we actually start our competition. So we have our varsity jamboree on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. And then the varsity is traveling to Springfield for the Springfield Invitational Tournament, team tournament, which will be on Friday. And then next week, we have 3 matches. Navy has a tournament. Again, one thing to just keep in mind is that our season is pretty short. It's pretty much just the month of September. So it's pretty hectic. It's pretty crazy. So there's just a lot going on each week. So make sure that you keep up to date on the calendar and on communications in case something changes. But yeah, it's a very rapid, hectic, kind of chaotic schedule that we work through. So September is pretty much it. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to email us, contact us. Same thing, players. If you guys have any questions, just let us know. Again, we appreciate it and look forward to the season. Very excited about what can transpire and what can happen. All right, and good luck, students. Take care of each other on the first day of school. Watch out for our freshmen especially, as it's just going to be a little bit crazy, okay? If you need anything, I'm in room 817 at Liberty North High School, so just come on up and see me if you have any questions. Miss Anderson's in the office. The office will generally be pretty crazy, but also then find a Liberty North tennis player and ask them for help, ask them for guidance. If they need some place to sit at lunch, let's have a tennis table, stuff that we just traditionally do as we start the year, just to kind of have some safety nets in there for the players. Okay. All right. We'll see you soon.